When I was asked, thank you. Stu. When I was asked to MC, it is an absolute honour. And my first question was, who am I doing it with? And I was delighted when I found out it was Stuart, because over the last few years we've developed a really good friendship, ourselves and Beck, and I knew that he would be as bothered about his outfit as I was.
Thank you. So we've got lots of promotions to celebrate today, but most of all, we're going to have lots of fun. You know, we have an incredible lineup of speakers who are going to help you with some top tips to build your business. And of course, we've got the exec team here as well, who have flown in from Arizona to be with us. So we're under no real pressure, Lise.
He told me to lay off on the ginger jokes. And to be fair, why did nobody tell me I was ginger? Stuart pointed that out, so no ginger jokes coming from me today. So yeah, we've not prepped, other than the matching outfits. Yes, it wasn't, an accident, it was completely planned. We've not prepped because we just want to have a wicked time. We're here to just have lots and lots of fun. Are you all okay with that? It's going to be the battle of the accents. Claire Spencer pointed that out for us. These Manc tones are going to beat that Brummie tone all weekend.
I don't think so. When you say, all right, mate, where are you from? We're going to be okay. My background was originally as a footballer. I was blessed to leave school to play football straight from school, and I had the most amazing time for 2 years. It was great. Going to football and doing something that you dreamed of when you grow up, it was fantastic. It was great. But at 18, I went into the manager's office and I was told, unfortunately, Stuart, we're not going to keep you on. And I actually remember ringing my mum in the car on the way home, having a little cry. That was the end of my life. That was the end of my career, and that was that. But I dropped down into non-league football, and to be honest with you all, I had best 10 years of my life playing part-time football. I'd grown up in that period of, learning about being part of a team, so it was fantastic. But I realised that that wasn't a career that was going to take me forward. So at 24, I had to get my first real job, and I went into the logistics industry. I started way at the bottom. I think I was a transport planner, I think was the official title. And I worked really, really hard for 14 years. And before I left that operations manager's role, I'd worked my way up to operations manager. But I did work, 55, 60 hours a week, sometimes more. And it was, it was tough, but I realised that if I wanted to build a career, because I needed to get into a profession, so that's what I did. And then in 2011, Rebecca was invited to have a look at the opportunity. And she went along to I'm not sure whether it was a business presentation evening or a product evening, and she came back and told me a little bit about the opportunity, and I was like, absolutely no chance. We're not going to have a look at that opportunity. We had a great Christmas in 2012, but we'd spent a lot of money, and those debts were escalating, and they were getting more and more and more. And Rebecca did the Clean 9 program, and she had fabulous results just after the new year. And then we decided to have a look at the opportunity. And they say when things happen in your life, you remember the day. And on the 19th of February 2012, our fabulous upline sponsor, Nikki, came to our house and showed us the opportunity, and within 45 minutes we joined. We've seen maybe the retail side of the business to start with, which is fantastic, because what happened in that next 12 weeks was crazy. We went to manager, Rebecca went to manager, and it was just crazy. We didn't know what we were doing, but we were building a business. People were buying products, and people wanted to have a look at the opportunity. In the October of that year, we qualified for Car Plan, and in December, we qualified for Eagle Manager. So we travelled to Sardinia in 2013, and it was a completely game-changing incentive that we went to, because we realised that we had the most fantastic opportunity to change our lives, but not just our lives, other people's lives during the process. So we came back from there, we were absolutely inspired, and we got to work, and that's how we did. And within 12 months, on the 25th of July 2014, after 14 years, I was able to walk away from that transport operation manager's role. I need a drink. So what sort of drove us to get to that point? Me and Rebecca have got different goals, different ambitions, and that's probably why our business works quite well, because I really wanted to spend more time with my boys. I'd got some great pictures at work on my desk, but I was spending more time looking at those pictures than I was in person. So on the 25th of July 2014, as I said, my plan for that 6 weeks holidays was to spend every single day with my boys. And that was absolutely precious.
Miss Glamorous Assistant.
There we go.
I get that feeling. You know when someone sort of sandpit in your mouth, so you needed that.
And you were supposed to do your story firstly. So yeah, I got to spend the whole 6 weeks holidays with them, and you know, the time that you get, you can't replace, and that was really, really important to me. And you know, that was over 2 years ago, and time has gone so quick, and things have happened, you know, during that 2-year period of moving through the marketing plan and obviously getting onto the global leadership team in 2015. So that's a little bit about my background. I'm going to pass you over to my lovely assistant.
So my background is that prior to Forever, I was a full-time police officer. I joined the police. Have we got any police officers in the room? Give us a woo! Woo, woo, woo. No, they're all out fighting lives, protecting people. So yeah, I joined at 18, loved it. Didn't really know if I wanted to go to university. In fact, I didn't want to go to university. So for me, my mum has always worked in a market. My dad works in a factory. I'm from a real working class background. So the police to me was going to be a really stable career. It was a pension, and it was a feeling of being successful. And I loved it. Police in the streets at Oldham, and I've actually now got a 19-year-old stepson, and I cannot imagine him at that age, when he can just about make his bed, police the streets of anywhere. So it's only now that I know that that was a major deal. And that's where I met my now husband, Steve. And at the point when we had Evie, everything changed. I wanted to be a mummy, but the reality of it was I had over £30,000 worth of debt. We had 3 mortgages between us, and just no money saved for a rainy day. You know, we had a nice life, we had a nice house, but we went on holiday once a year, and that was a major struggle to save for it. I never thought I'd have children again, because we had Emily and George from Steve's previous marriage. But I'm sure the mummies in the room will agree, one day something just changed. I really wanted Evie to have the experience of being a big sister, and we didn't sit and think about how we would afford it, because the reality of it was we wouldn't. I felt trapped in the police because to do anything else you'd have to take a pay cut and retrain, and I definitely didn't think I had time for that. So fortunately for me, and I genuinely believe that Forever finds you at the perfect time, and it was for me 2 weeks before Christmas. So your first lesson of today will be, nobody will join in Christmas. Well, me and Emma Cooper joined in Christmas and we did okay. So tell everybody at Christmas. So it was 2 weeks before Christmas, and it was 31 weeks before the baby came. And initially, when Em told me it was my ticket out of the police, I didn't believe her, but I trusted her, and I had no alternative. What else was I going to do? Be a police officer for the next 35 years? Be passing ships with Steve at the police station, swapping over the babies? So I saw the potential in the marketing plan, and I made it my goal to get to manager before the baby came. And that would have given us 9 weeks. And that's exactly what happened. Within a few months, I'd replaced my police wage, and I just knew for me, this was it. And within 2-3 years now at Christmas, and I still can't believe it's been 3 years already, this has created the life of my dreams that I never ever felt possible. It's allowed me to be a mummy, and it has given me unlimited family time and friendship and memories that I never ever dreamt possible.
Brilliant. I've just got this vision in my head of, does anybody remember Cadney and Lacey from the 80s? Of you and Emma.
I'm old enough for that.
I'm just trying to make up in my mind if I was on the wrong side of the law in Manchester, I want you and Emma chasing after me, or Steve and Sean. you.